Hello, Gemini. This is Daisy, aka the Professional High Priestess, and I'm here to give you your 2020 forecast. Okay, so this is going to be general love, career, finances, family, health as well. All right, so just take the messages as they resonate. If they don't, order a private reading. All right, Gemini. So Gemini, a couple of things. This is going to be an interesting time for you because the North Node, which is basically the North Node in your birth chart, is like the element you need to become. The South Node is what you were in your past life. The North Node is going to be in Gemini. So children that are going to be born over these next, couple of years, they're going to have their North Node in Gemini, meaning ultimately they can have whatever in their chart, but they need to, ultimately they're going to be embodying the traits of Gemini at the end of the day. Okay, so that means if you're having a child in the next couple of years, just be mindful of that your child is going to have a Gemini North Node. So can you help them handle that air? Because sometimes air signs can have a tendency to either be like ruthless and just sometimes lower vibrational aspect of Gemini air signs in general. Okay, and then also Saturn is going to be in Aquarius, two air energy, so having two very pivotal placements, North Node and Saturn in air energy. Okay, so on top of that, Gemini, with the North Node being there, it's going to be an opportunity for you to think about the way in which you utilize like your word and your speech. Also too, the way in which you maybe have followed false teachings or engaged in false being a false prophet yourself. Also too, because the South Node being in Sagittarius is all about philosophy, being prophets, teachers, religion, spirituality, things like that. But that's one of the downsides, right? Also too, how people around you have also been false teachers and false prophets. Hierophant reverse keeps on wanting to come out. Okay, and Hierophant reverse is all about like issues with institutions, also like false prophets, unethical leaders and things like that. Okay, so you see it's coming out here. So just know that, Gemini, that's energy that's going to be present. So that's for all the 2020. If there's going to be major things happening in your sign, I'm going to say it out here. The Six of Swords keeps on coming out. So maybe you're going to be traveling or maybe moving. Okay, because there's also going to be a lot of travel in the area, because those are the signs of travel, Gemini and Sagittarius. Sagittarius is known as the traveler, okay, in the zodiac. And then with Gemini, also air too, love to travel, love to be around the twins, right? Always looking for something new and exciting, duality. All right, so just be careful of that too, how that may impact your finances and your career choices long term. Okay, you have to balance that out. All right, so let's see, Gemini. Let's see, what does Gemini have for 2020? Forecast for Gemini for 2020. Forecast for Gemini for 2020. Two of Swords kept on wanting to pop out. Okay, Knight of Wands is here too, Gemini. So again, that's that wandering, that Sagittarius energy is right there as well. Two of Wands, right? All right, Gemini. Messages for Gemini. Messages for Gemini for 2020. Ten of Cups. All right. So Gemini, what I'm seeing here is Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This can also be about gossip. Three of Cups or third-party situations. All right, Gemini. So basically, what I'm seeing here, Page of Pentacles, and that's third house too. Third house. You rule over third house, Gemini. So there you go, the 3. So Page of Pentacles, there's going to be something having to do with like a children this year. You may find out that your child is, may be wanting to live with another parent, right? Or that there's things going on with other parent when they go to their house. You can also be finding out that you may be having to make a decision about two people that you may want to date, right? One may be a little bit sturdy, financially like set, and one person may just be like really fun and like sexual, things like that. Okay, there is a need also to be mindful of the choices that you make, because you could find yourself regretting them with this Four of Cups being here. Okay, make sure that whatever you do is going to be in alignment with your highest good, and that's going to make you go from the Page of Pentacles to the Queen or King of Pentacles, right? More financial stability and more wiser decision making. I also feel like someone may get a message or news about like a pregnancy or something like that with the Knight of Wands, and maybe unexpected. Maybe there's someone who has many children with the Ten of Cups being here, multiple cups, right? Aces is all about babies, new children. So with 10 Cups being here, it's like someone who has a lot of kids already, maybe having another one, right? And is not sure what to do about it. Like it could be blocking their path, or they're delaying what they need to do. Could be dealing with the Aries, Gemini, right? Heavy this year. I do see that there could also be like the rejection or end in a family or friendship situation with the Four of Cups being here, and the Ten of Cups regret as well. I feel like someone is too like in their mind, like going between like, you know, I'm tired of being a little boy, I need to grow up and stop like trying to be the life of the party. Like really going between those two sides of yourself and like what is more important. Is it like people respecting you and you not having to like, you know, kind of sell yourself short just to make other people comfortable, people pleasing, right? What's more important? Or other people feeling good and comfortable and like being able to play with you, etc. Like going really thinking about that. Also like really like making final decisions about certain situations. Okay, Gemini, I see that for you this year. Let's see. You may also be looking for a job, you know, in 2020 heavy, but I feel like you need to really rely on doing the application thoroughly, like, you know, making sure that you're crossing your T's or dotting on your I's, not just doing a bunch of like little work here and there and like, okay, it should be here, right? Like really doing the deeper work necessary to get that job that's going to take you from the page to the Queen or King of Pentacles. Also to maybe asking friends and family who can help you, if they can help you find a job. I also see that there may be a situation where there's like a certain person, like family friend or something, and he's messing with multiple women in the family. That may be an issue this year and cause some fallout between, you know, friends in a group. Male friends in a group. Maybe there could be a situation where you have to choose between two people, Gemini. Okay, I see that heavy as well too. You have to choose between two people, and like unbeknownst to you, there could be someone else coming into the picture who may even have more to offer at the end of the day out of all these ones. Maybe the people you're dealing with are emotionally immature. Okay, and that's coming out because this Knight of Wands is going that way, the Page of Pentacles is going that way. You see this Two of Swords is like, I got swords on both of them. All right, so be careful about that type of energy this year, okay? Because you don't want to be having so many people in your energy that you get blocks and delays and you're not able to move forward. All right, what's the Page of Pentacles for Gemini? Page of Pentacles for Gemini. Page of Pentacles for Gemini. With the Nine of Wands. Two of Swords for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node. Page of Swords. Pages out here again. Yeah, I feel like someone is really like going to be forced to grow up this year. There's going to be a situation that creates that, and I feel like it's really having to put like self-love, Ace of Cups, into that. Okay, what's the Knight of Wands for Gemini? Knight of Wands with the Page of Cups. Pages all out here. You see, Four of Cups for Gemini. Four of Cups for Gemini. Could be dealing with the water sign this year. Four of Cups, Knight of Wands on the Four of Cups, right? Creating regret, missed opportunities because of this Knight of Wands energy. What's the Two of Wands? What's the Two of Wands for Gemini? Nine of Pentacles. All right, what's the Ten of Cups? Ten of Cups for Gemini. Ten of Cups for Gemini. Two of Pentacles. All right. So basically what I also see here, Gemini, like I feel like you've been fighting like a battle, right? With this Page of Pentacles being here. I feel like you're going to be really defending yourself and guarding yourself because people may have not been taking you like seriously, right? Or they could be playing with you, or maybe even, you know, some issues coming in with your finances. Maybe some missed opportunities there, and you're just like more guarded of like who you deal with, who you let into your space, okay? Be careful of being like too rigid to the point where it keeps you in this like Page of Pentacles, like, you know, young energy, like not financially stable, not really like thinking things through, not really very practical, okay? I also feel too with this Page of Swords and this Two of Swords, like someone maybe having to make a decision between two people, and there's some spying or social media watching, but also I feel like there's going to be some unwanted like messages, like someone may get something a message or news that disappoints them about this decision that was made. Because then I see the Page of Cups here in the reverse on top of the Knight of Wands. Maybe someone finds out that they weren't chosen, or someone makes a decision and someone else gets pissed off about it, and then they go into the Page of Swords energy of watching, being in this rigid Knight of Wands energy where they feel like they're fighting a battle that someone else is not even like in, because you see the Page of Swords is facing that way, right? And then this Nine of Wands is just like looking right down at the Page of Pentacles, like, yeah, you could watch this fight, but I'm not watching you. You can be guarded and defending and fighting, but I'm not involved. Page of Cups being here, you know, represents messages being love offers and whatnot like being declined, and this on this Knight of Wands, it's like you may be dealing with the Playboy this year, so you need to be mindful of what you want to deal with. Do you want a Knight or do you want a King? Because the Knight of Wands is out here twice, so I feel like this is a message for you, like really, Gemini, what is it this year? You know, because I feel like you may have been dealing with someone in 2018-19, now going to 2020, that just really was just in and out. They wanted you for sex, you know, that they would just be like sending you love messages and text messages, oh, I miss you, I love you, I'm sorry, let's work it out, and then they're doing the same thing all over again. right? So what is it that you want to deal with moving to 2020, okay? And then you have the Two of Wands being here, so you having to make a choice. You could be dealing with the Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, okay? It could be a Sagittarius, your sister sign, but really like, you know, being mindful of what you really want to do, what path you want to take. And with the Nine of Pentacles being right here, I feel like you're gonna end up being single. The Nine of Pentacles clarifying this Two of Wands, I feel like you're going to really like, or you may be making a decision about, do you want to go to this Nine of Pentacles, this single self-sufficient person? Could be a Virgo that you're dealing with or wanting to pick after, right? It's like, who's going to get chosen? It could be this Nine of Pentacles. Are you the Nine of Pentacles? Okay. Ten of Cups being here. With the Two of Pentacles, I feel like there's going to be a juggling with the situation. I feel like someone may have like a family. They may have children with this person, but they're in and out. They don't really like that other person, right? Because they wouldn't be the Knight of Wands. They'd be the King of Pentacles or the Emperor. And then this Ten of Cups could be them like juggling, having to choose between dealing with you or dealing with their family, and just like, dang, you know, I like both. I got my family here, you know, there's that. And then I like you, right? But I have the family, the money that I have to take care of and everything. And then I got you. So I think maybe it could be like maybe religious factors or family factors or cultural factors, especially because I see the Two of Wands kind of like in cultural indigenous garb a little bit. Maybe that could be something that maybe you're coming with from or to a Latino, Arab, Hispanic, Middle Eastern family, and there's problems. Okay, it's like the culture is a factor here. Maybe someone also too end up getting pregnant unexpectedly, and that causes someone to like get out of the relationship thinking that's gonna force the other person to not have the child or whatever. Someone could also maybe like have a miscarriage or an abortion. I apologize, or decide to not go through with a specific pregnancy because maybe they're like, I already have too many kids. You know, that's gonna block me from being this self-sufficient person that I want to become, or the person that I got pregnant by wants to be single and doesn't want me to have the child. Right, with the Four of Cups being here about rejection. Right, so make a decision about, you know, what side you're on, but I see that here. All right, Gemini, so let's get into your numerology messages. Numerology messages for Gemini. Numerology messages for Gemini. Numerology messages for Gemini. Numerology messages for Gemini. Yeah, so you got self-love. Okay, that's what I was saying earlier with that Ace of Cups being on the bottom of the deck. Really practicing self-love this year. Really like honing in on, okay, who am I? Like, what do I like? What are the things that devalue me and bring my energy down and bring my integrity down and make my integrity questionable? What are those things? All right, and then you have 13 here with the effort. I see a lot of sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra, and throat chakra energy. So with the blue, I see a lot of blue all up in here, right? You're going to be really like focusing on balancing your throat chakra, okay? Watching what you say, all right? And then also practicing creative self-expression here as well. With that Knight of Wands energy, maybe getting some new ideas, some creativity. Okay, and then with the self-love card being here too, I do see someone really focusing on, you know, what's their self-growth and how to articulate that to other people, like in terms of setting boundaries, because maybe like, you know, you've been the one who kind of plays around and makes everyone laugh, and then when you're serious, people don't take you serious, and it's like, nah, I'm not playing. And then they're like, why you want to act weird? It's like, nah, like I'm serious right now. Like, well, you're not usually serious, so why I am right now, right? But so you got to keep on putting that energy out there, setting those energetic boundaries. All right, what's the 13 effort? Maybe you have to go away from people for a while so you can kind of like, you know, do what you need to do for yourself, to stop being in this page, childish energy, childish communications, childish emotions, childish with your financial decision making, right? Having to juggle, you know, your money, having to juggle like too many different people and trying to please people and spreading yourself thin. I feel like with the effort here, this is also saying putting in effort to really like, you know, facilitate your growth game, to change habits, things like that. And then there's communication is going to be key this year. Like we're also learning how to listen to other people and what they're communicating to you, Gemini. That's going to be big. All right. Can we get some chakra messages for Gemini? Chakra messages for Gemini. Chakra messages for Gemini. All right, so we got confusion being here in reverse, trickery in reverse, and then balance in the upright. This is what I was saying earlier too, balance being in the upright. This can also mean the justice card, so being careful about creating karma, especially because the trickery card is here too. All right. I also see like, you know, be mindful of too much like internet use this upcoming year, or saying certain things online and it causing drama or an argument or getting someone heated or something like that, right? Maybe a fallout with the family. I also see that there's going to be a family member that may be getting exposed. There could be justice with someone in the family that is may have caused some chaos or strife that you're really like weary of and have a lot of defensiveness towards, and maybe something's going to be coming up to the light about them. There could be a message coming out about them, information. All right. With the confusion card being here, I feel like you it's going to be asking you for a lot of learn how to practice a lot of mental clarity, meditation, to get out of the confusion of whatever the situations that you may be dealing with, right? So you can know what decision to make moving forward, right? Like how can I expand my perspective so that I make the right decision? I feel like that's going to be your biggest question this year. With all this gray here, that's like crown chakra energy, right? I feel like you're going to really be connected to your higher self too, to ask questions and get insight. And that's a part of your self-love process, healing from that confusion. Maybe the lack of self-love is causing the confusion. Then you have the trickery card being here, right? So how are you practicing trickery, or people around you practicing trickery? Okay. And how are you going to maybe stop engaging in trickery? That may be keeping you from this Nine of Pentacles energy, or maybe someone was practicing trickery with you and now they're making the decision not to, or maybe you were doing that with someone else and you're now making the decision not to. Maybe you find out this Knight of Wands was a trickster, right? And you decide, I'm done, or you're done with your own trickster ways, your own Knight of Wands ways. A Knight of Wands can be a man or a woman, okay? Especially when the Sagittarius, Sag women are just as trifling as Sag men at times. All right, so just know that. All right. So let's get a crystal message, and then we will get a Ascended Master. Crystal message for Gemini for 2020. Crystal message for Gemini 2020. Crystal messages for Gemini for 2020. So you got citrine, which is, again, sacral chakra. You got Picasso stone, artistry, and you got blue beryl, trust, throat chakra. Okay? So it says here, affirmation: I always see the good in any situation and choose to be joyful regardless of the circumstance. Yeah, Gemini, I feel like there's going to be some stuff happening for you this year, and you're going to have to really learn how to like pull on your energy, find some optimism, find some joy. Okay. I also see here that with the Picasso stone, the affirmation is: I embrace my artistic ability and creative talents. There are gifts I have to share with others that only I can fulfill. With the orange here, that's sacral chakra energy. That's creative energy, life force energy. Also like our connection to like our feminine energy, okay? So you may be finding out maybe that you have some blockages there due to like a lack of healing around dealing with specific feminine energies in your life. Maybe it's blocking your creativity. It's giving you writer's block, and you're channeling your energy into like addictions, right? And it's blocking that. Because then we have the solar plexus yellow twice. And the solar plexus is our internal willpower, our drive, our motivation. And when it's out of balance, we procrastinate. We are codependent. We're in addictions, things like that. All right. We're afraid. So then with the Picasso stone being here, it's saying, you know, like really embracing what are your creative talents, creative self-expression, with all the blue being here too, the throat chakra this year, Gemini. Then it says blue beryl, trust. By letting go and trusting, I'm opening the door for the universe to deliver what I want better than I can imagine. I feel like there's going to be some balance or justice here in a situation that may have occurred. And I feel like you may have dealt with someone who maybe picked someone else over you, or you have to pick someone else over somebody. Take how it resonates. But there's going to be like things on the other side of that choice, when you make the best choice, that you know you made the best choice for you, that you're gonna be like, this is why I made the choice. This is good that I made this choice. Like I'm glad with the choice that I made. I'm not like disappointed with the choice that I made. And then that's why the blue beryl here is trust that you're going to be able to be helped in making the right decision, that your guides are here with you with this Two of Swords and this Two of Wands being here. I feel like it's going to be a lot of time of decision making. You're going to really be in that Gemini like indecisive energy, going both ways. That's why this Page of Pentacles, grounding yourself, getting a routine as well, that's also be the Page of Pentacles, to balance out this Knight of Wands energy is going to be very key. That can also be it. If you get you a routine, you won't have any need for indecisiveness. If you have a routine, Page of Pentacles, right? A grounded, steady routine, you won't be in this Two of Swords indecisive energy, okay? And then it's causing you to be the Knight of Wands, kind of like, you know, not consistent, here for a good time, not a long time, you know, in and out, dealing with all types of different people, etc., okay? So just watch for that. All right, Gemini, let's keep moving. Let's get into your, we got Ascended Master, Animal, and then Isis. Okay. All right, so let's get an Ascended Master card for Gemini. Actually, no, it's Animal first, and then Ascended Master. All right, let's get an Animal messages for Gemini. Animal messages for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node for 2020. What's the messages for Gemini? I feel like you're going to also want to travel a lot this year, but remember, like, watch your finances and how that's going to impact that, okay? All that wanderlust. Remember how to ground that, right? Maybe watch YouTube, watch Discovery Channel, something like that. Use your visualization skills. That could be another thing, because you see this Two of Wands is looking to a crystal ball. That can be like a screen or something. Like, visualize it, watch it on TV or whatnot. You know, you want to go there and see the animal, just, or the landscape or the nature. All right. Because then I see the ship right here in the back. Yeah, I definitely wanted to travel and go all out. But the Two of Pentacles right here, this Two of Pentacles card, but it's like balancing your budget too and your finances on top of that. You see, here it goes again. These cards be talking, man. Balance being here too. Again, that's what I was saying. Balancing, you know, your creative endeavors, you know, your personal growth, your job with, you know, travel. Messages for Gemini. What is this? Why are these cards so stuck? Messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node 2020. For the year of 2020. All right, Gemini. So, the first card that you got here is Emu, and it said this is a good time to go on a new adventure. Yeah, so maybe you may need to go on that new adventure to kind of put your guard down, go on that new adventure, travel, get some reconfigure yourself. Get juiced up for the year of 2020 ahead. I feel like that's really going to help you. And that's also what this Picasso energy is saying too, you know, with the creative and artistic endeavor. And then also by letting go and trusting, right? So taking that leap of faith, full card, right? Then you have the Goose here. Take time to rest and recuperate rather than continue your striving. And this is what I was saying with the Balance card. Yes, go travel, have fun, but also balance out with like your everyday domestic duties and things like that. This is exactly, it's already coming up with the Goose. Then it says Walrus. Remain vigilant about the current situation. Pay attention to signs and omens and let them dictate your choices. And I feel like this is with the Confusion card being here, really, and that Four of Cups, like watching out for certain situations that you could get yourself into this year, because I feel like it's going to cause regret, all right, for you in the long run, Gemini. I feel like that's what Walrus is saying here too. Be mindful of the situations you get yourself into this year. All right, let's get a cards for Gemini. Let's see, what cards is these? These are the Ascended Master cards. All right, let's get an Ascended Master card for Gemini. Ascended Master card for Gemini. Ascended Master card for Gemini. All right, Gemini. Everyone just gets one. Oh, so you got Saint Germain. That's the first one that came out, and it says karma releasing. Move beyond drama. Create your own path. Make room for good energy. And I feel like this is exactly what I was saying with this page energy and this night energy. Like, there's no kings or queens out here. Like, really stepping your energy up. Like, deal with people who are on that higher vibration, right? With this emo, take time to go on a new adventure. And an adventure can also be meeting new people. All right. And really like taking the time to like go through this phase and cycle of like, I'm not a kid anymore. This friends group or this family group or this community group, I've outgrown them. They may not respect me because I've played for so long. I may need to distance myself and come back, hermit mode, right? And then Walrus being vigilant, okay? And then also Goose saying take the time to rest, right? And then come back after and later. And then also this Goose right here also talking about this Knight of Wands energy being in and out all over the place. Sagittarius type of energy, right? Your sister sign. Being everywhere and nowhere, right? And then by the end time, you know, you like, okay, dang, I've ran in circles. Like, where did I get to at the end of the day? All right? So be careful of that, Gemini. Sparkle Pony Syndrome. All right, let's get an Isis card for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node for 2020. All right, so it popped out immediately. You got the Wings of Isis. And then wings, to me, is also always representative of air. And you can see those different circles, like those how it's like rippled out in time, like cycles, right? Loops of time. I feel like also too there's going to be a lot for you coming up with this karma releasing about like a lot of ancestral trauma stuff from the past, because I feel like this is like a wheel of time or something, like a turntable, right? Like going way back in the day, like that type of thing. And it's going to be bringing up stuff for you to be able to clear, right? That's why I feel like this Goose is saying take time to rest and recuperate. And then also too, maybe you're going to be getting a lot of psychic insight and awareness, because the Page of Cups can also mean that. And then this Two of Wands being here, it's like, okay, like looking into that ball again, peering into the past, and so you can peer into the future. Sankofa. The goose also represents Sankofa too, and the fact that that's out here, that's, you know, Sankofa is like a term. It's called looking back to the past so that you can build a better future. And then with the Saint Germain being here again, it's like moving beyond drama. I feel like they're Knight of Wands, that's drama. Page of Swords, Two of Swords, that's Nine of Wands, that's heck of drama. You know, balancing that out this year. All right, so the Isis card, it says, you have a special spiritual relationship with the angelic worlds. Part of your soul purpose is to birth angelic consciousness and values such as fearlessness, compassion, and service into this human culture. This oracle also brings you angelic assistance, intervention, and confirmation too. And I feel like that's exactly what this Saint Germain, because Saint Germain is like the violet flame. It's the most powerful color therapy for healing, the violet flame. So I feel like you're really going to be doing a lot of crown chakra, third eye clearing, a lot of like violet flame meditations and clearings this year, Gemini, to really clear your energy of all these people that you've been around. I feel like a lot of childish energy, like in all types of different ways. You having a juggle between, like, you know, your self-worth and like having a friends group, you know, that type of thing can also be here for you. All right, Gemini, so that's your 2020 forecast. Again, this is Daisy, aka the Professional High Priestess. If you want a personal reading, go ahead and check the description box below. But be on the lookout for more readings from me throughout the year. Have a great holiday.